Once upon a time, there was a diligent girl, whose father married the mother of the lazy girl. The diligent girl was sent out by her stepmother to find work and earn some money. On her way, she came to a tree that begged her to scrub the branches off dry twigs. The diligent girl cheerfully completed the task at hand and then continued on her way. She then came to another tree on the vineyard who requested that she clean off the twigs as well. Despite the fact that it was difficult and she was fatigued, she did what she was requested. After that, she came upon an old damaged oven who requested her assistance in cleaning and repairing him. As she continued walking, she came across a filthy dog who requested her assistance in cleaning him up. Despite the fact that she would become wet and muddy, the diligent girl followed the instructions. Then she stumbled across a fairy's house, where she was offered a 1-year cleaning job. "This mansion has 7 rooms," the fairy said. "You must clean 6 of them, and you must never enter the 7th, she added. The diligent girl followed the instructions. After the end of the year, she told the fairies she wanted to return home. The fairies unlocked the 7th chamber, which was brimming with gold and silver. She was advised to sleep on top of the gold and silver by the fairy. Anything that clung to her garment is now hers as compensation for her year of toil. This was her reward for completing her tasks every time the fairies gave her an order. Her body was covered with gold and silver coins. When she awoke, she said her goodbyes to her fairy bosses and began her trek back home. When she got to the river, she ran into the dog she had previously assisted in cleaning. The dog brought her to a treasure chest full of stones and jewelry. The dog instructed her to assist herself to the jewels, taking as much as she desired. The diligent girl took care of herself and went about her business. The well then approached her and invited her to assist herself to some fresh water. She did so because she was thirsty. She then continued on her way. She then ran into an old acquaintance, the now repaired oven, who gave her some wonderful freshly made bread. The diligent girl helped herself to the beautiful bread since she was hungry and then proceeded on her way. She then came across a tree that had produced some lovely crisp apples. She accepted the tree's invitation to assist herself and ate some of the delectable fruits while taking some home with her. She arrived at her residence quickly. "The mistress is home," said the house rooster. "Look at all the diamonds and money she has with her." This enraged her stepmother, who claimed that her filthy work might bring her more money. The mother told her daughter to go out and get a job so she could make a lot of money. The lazy girl went out looking for employment and discovered the ancient tree, which was now completely dry. The ancient tree urged her to wipe off the dry twigs, just like it asked the diligent girl. The lazy girl rejected the dried old tree's cries and strolled forward. The tree from the vineyard then approached her and requested her to clean the twigs. "Can you assist me, girl?" the tree said. "No, I need to work and earn money," the lazy girl said. "I'm sorry, but I don't have time to assist you." She then proceeded to find the broken oven. When the oven requested her assistance, the girl again refused. She then approached the well, who requested her assistance in cleaning it. "You'll tire me out cleaning, and I don't want to be exhausted," replied the lazy girl. The small, unclean puppy approached her and requested her assistance in bathing and grooming him. The girl again said, "I'll be filthy if I touch you. Look at how many flies are in your hair." She eventually found the fairy's house and went inside to ask for a job. The fairies promised her labor for a year, but warned her not to enter the seventh chamber, as they did with the diligent girl. The young lady consented and began to work for the fairies. She followed instructions for a few days. She did, however, slip into the seventh chamber one day. Despite the fact that the room was dimly lit, she entered. Behind her, the door slammed shut. Bugs and insects stung her and bit her all over the body. The fairy said, "We warned you not to enter the seventh room." She was bleeding and injured, and she didn't want to remain there any longer. The lazy girl left and came upon the dog and requested its assistance. The dog remarked, "You never helped me. Why should I assist you right now?" When she arrived upon the ancient well, she was running and thirsty. She grabbed for the water, but the well drained it all. "When I sought for your assistance, you refused," it stated. "I'm sorry, but I'm unable to assist you at this time. Get out of here." The lazy girl left, disappointed. She continued walking till she came upon the oven. However, the oven's flames frightened her away. "Just as you refused to help me when I needed it, I will refuse to help you now. Get out of here." The young lady proceeded on her way home. She was starving, thirsty, and exhausted. She arrived at the vineyard in the hopes of obtaining some vine. She leaned out to touch something, but the ancient vine wouldn't allow her. The girl was compelled to leave the vineyard and continue on her journey. The lazy girl then stumbled upon the ancient tree. There were a lot of fruits on the tree. "You didn't want to ruin your hands when I needed your aid," the old tree informed the lazy girl as she reached for the fruits. "You are no longer permitted to eat any of my fruits. Get out of here," it said. The young lady walked home. As she neared the home, the rooster noticed her and stated she was filthy and covered in blood. The lady was heartbroken to see her darling daughter in such a situation. "I agree," she said to her husband. "My daughter was unable to earn any money. Your daughter is the one who made all the money." The dad was so enraged by the woman's mistreatment of his daughter that he asked them to leave the house.